been putting a lot of effort and time into the motorhome upgrade. So we just kind of decided that we needed a break. So what better way than just out on the open road? Not sure where we're going or how long we're going to be out, but we're going to head that way for now. And there's the sign, and there's our destination. Bluegrass Fish and Wildlife Area. Let's go check that bad boy out. And when I say destination, I mean it's just going to be a good place to pull over, take a nice break, and fix some dinner. This is old reclaimed strip mine property that the state has gotten a hold of. Find a nice place to park. Some pretty good size lakes there. Looks like a good place right over here. I'd say those fellas are out fishing. What do you think, Ope? A good place? God, look at that. People dumped out a bunch of, what are those? Apples. And it says no dumping. I guess they probably thought the deer would like those. May not even be able to hear me with the wind blowing. Man, we've had some wild weather this year. Reminds me of back when I was a kid. Winter was winter. You know, we've had ice storms and snowstorms, and now we're having severe thunderstorms and even tornado or two. We had some straight line winds the other night that blew over lots of trees. And now we've gone from 80 degrees 2 days ago to in the 30s and the wind howling again. But it's never not a good time to get out. So Opie and I are going to hike a little bit, and then we're going to head back to the van and maybe cook up some dinner. Those guys in that pickup truck are out there in a boat. I bet they are frozen. Well, it's nice and warm in the van. We've got the diesel heater going, and I guess Opie's already getting ready to snooze while I cook supper. And tonight we're going to have one of my very favorites, beef stroganoff. So let's get started. This is a really simple recipe. The ingredients are extra wide noodles, some sour cream, good old Campbell's cream of mushroom soup, and this is some ground beef that I browned back a few weeks ago when we were having spaghetti or something. I just made some extra and put it in one of these vacuum seals and threw it in the freezer. So now, that's what Opie and I are going to have to make our dinner. Those guys were actually fishing. They were across the road in that other lake. Man, I bet they were cold. Alrighty. So first things first, let's get this water to a boil. Alrighty, while we're waiting on this liter of water to boil, this is ground beef and onion, so little Opie dog won't get to eat any of this. But I'm sure we can find him plenty of stuff in that refrigerator that he'll like, along with his kibble. So what we're going to do is just cut a corner of this off for now. And we're going to slip it in the microwave. Finish thawing that out. And turn it over. Hit it again. Nice and thawed out. I think I will hit it one more time though. Get it good and warm. All right, so this 1 liter of water is starting to boil. Now I'm only going to put about half of these noodles in, because this would normally serve about 4 people. That ought to be just fine. Well, I said screw it. It's a small bag. Let's just cook it all. Besides, it's always better the second day, right? Well, these noodles need to boil for about 10 minutes. They are starting to look pretty darn good. All right, it's been pretty close to 10 minutes. Let's get a noodle and see if they're done. A couple more minutes. All right, so the noodles are done. We're gonna use this lid, which has all the holes. I'm gonna drain those out the door. I'll be right back. Well, I tell you what, this little Stanley cook kit is really nice. I'll put a link in the description for that. Okay, now the rest is pretty easy. This is about as simple of a recipe as you can get. Now we've got these pretty warm. I'm going to add the meat and onions, browned ground beef. And then our cream of mushroom soup. And then the sour cream, I don't really know how to tell you how much of that to put in. It's usually to taste. And that looked about right. Yeah, there you go. Now it's right. As soon as I get this mixed up good, we'll fire it back up for a minute or two and let it get good and warm. We used to make this quite a bit on station back when I worked on the ambulance. And it was always a hit with everybody. Okay. Now we want this on really low heat so it doesn't stick. Okay, I'm gonna simmer this for about 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm gonna stir continuously. Alrighty. And as you all know, I'm all about no mess. The less there is to clean up, the better. So we got a paper plate here. Actually, it's a paper bowl. Here we go. Bon appetit. Well, another van cooking success. Like I said, simple, easy, fast, one pot, and it's very, very good. So, I'm not going to have a beer tonight because we're going to hit the road here in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this meal. Like I said, one of my favorites. All right, I tell you what, cleanup is going to be even easier than normal because I'm just going to leave this right here in the pan and put it in the refrigerator. It's really too bad that this is a day use only area. This would be the perfect place to stay the night. But we'll be okay. There's a Cracker Barrel, a couple of Walmarts, and 3 or 4 truck stops west of here. And I don't know how far we'll go tonight, but we'll go until we're ready to stop. Hey, listen. Thanks for coming along with us on this one. Always enjoy having you guys along. And I think Opie does too. Anyway, hope to see you on the next one. Later.